Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Today we keep on going after the fight against Volnir, and we'll visit the beautiful city of Irithyll. Or is it that beautiful really? We'll have to see. Because there are probably some things that I'm going to critique. But there is no doubt that this looks epic. Right? And if we have a look up to the left of over there, we might see something special, but not quite yet. They actually built this tower, the Tower of Yoshka, or the Tower of the Church of Yoshka, this big tower that we see right above the character's head. It obscures the walkway pretty good, because we can see in these clouds that there is a building, and we can see the staircase, but we don't see where the staircase ends. But we'll come to that area in a different time. Today we are going, I think, through Irithyll until we meet Pontiff Sullivan, and that should be that episode. There's actually a skip you can do here by trying to jump down like this cliff here, I think, so that you will end up down there without dying, but I'm not doing that. But what do I mean, or what did I mean by saying, or maybe it's not as beautiful, because this probably has the same syndrome as a lot of other buildings and a lot of other different From Software games, because most of these buildings feel very empty and just like a facade. But we'll come to that when we are actually a bit closer. Here we have our bonfire. You will notice that our camera is fairly zoomed out compared to other areas. Let me quickly go back and confirm that, because it feels quite spacious. I like that. I really like having a bit more zoomed out camera. But if we go in here, you can see the camera zooms right in again, which is unfortunate. I really would like to play like this, or at least have the option to change it. And here we have the bridge, and I guess this path that collapsed. Honestly don't know where this leads, probably somewhere to Lothriki, like in the direction to Lothric. Maybe to, what's it called? I don't even know, maybe to the Undead Settlement or something. I don't even know where this would lead, to be honest, because it's in a valley, there are high cliffs up there. But there might have been a way somewhere. And now the bridge. If you haven't been, if you're at this point and you haven't been to the Cathedral of the Deep, then you are not able to cross this bridge. I mean, technically you can cross the bridge, but then there's the end. You can't get further than to this bridge if you haven't beaten the Deacons of the Deep, because we need this item, the small doll. Silverwork, a doll depicting a young squire. We've already read this, I think, maybe not. But you need this to cross this bridge. Let me tell you what, or let me show you what happens if you walk a bit too far. Oh, there's a message. Bring a doll to be granted passage. Oh, sure, I have a doll. Kinda weird that they have this message here. Oh boy. Oh no, what is this thing? Oh no, what is this thing? I don't want to fight this one, right? We don't want to do that. Let's quickly run away. Oh no. Ooh, that was close. Oh, an item. Ouch. Ooh. And he can't get any further. What an idiot. Hey, what are you doing? Oh no, he's gone. I did this on purpose, by the way. But yeah. He can't get past this barricade here. I mean, I wonder what happens if I'm trying to, like, climb up here and then go around. Do a little bit of parkour or just jump down here. That doesn't look that deep. Or maybe it does, but I will probably survive this fall. Because if you look, like, you can clearly see the barricade here, but no barricade over here. Or maybe, no, there is a barricade here as well. Never mind. How far is the question? Imagine how this barrier would feel like if you can't, like, if it's for you, like a solid wall, if you don't have the door. I wonder at what point... I don't imagine there to be a hard cut where you all of a sudden can reach through. I just imagine a barrier like this to become weaker to the ends, and at some point you can slowly move yourself through the barrier. Like a... I don't know, like very thick water or a very thick substance. Come to think of it, could you suffocate then? If you're like in the wrong position? Strange thoughts again. But yeah, now we're here, we have another bonfire because, I mean, there are 3 bonfires very close to each other here, right? We have this one. Then we have the one across the bridge on the other side, which isn't that far. And then we have one in the boss arena of, what's his name? Skeleton dude. That's his name. Good, 3 bonfires at a spot. There's going to be later on in the game a more questionable bonfire placement. I mean, there are a few of these. Excuse me. So what's up with all these buildings? First of all, you can't look into them. I mean, maybe you can. No. It's not very see-through, this class. Luckily, because then you would probably see that these buildings are empty. Or not even rendered. And I don't know why this only happens to the door, but this door is heavily... how do you say that? Engroved? Is that even a word? Like there are plants growing on the sides of the building so that you can't even access it. Man, I have a big sword. Why can't I just swing through there? Ah. And then I guess this was once a very nice looking well. Or fountain, not well, a fountain. But I guess in the snowy area the water isn't really going to flow all that well. It probably is, like flowing water doesn't freeze as quickly as still water, but still. So yeah, what I already like is that we have like at least some buildings, minus this one, that at least have doors to them. I really appreciate having doors. Even though, well, this building has a door, these are not connected, these two. So this one again has no door. Eh. Oh no, it's just on the other... How do you get to the other side then? There's no clear path. Ooh, ghosts. Kind of reminds me of, what's it called? Kiln of the First Flame, right? Where in between the place where you have your Lord Vessel, where you place the Lord Vessel and burn the souls in, then there's the staircase going through this white void, which leads you ultimately to the Kiln of the First Flame. There are also these ghosts of Gwyn's knights that got burned, wandering through the white fog. And it reminds me of that. But yeah, let's start walking through this very linear city. Ah, what's going on? Nah. Something wrong with my nose there. Oh. So you like magic, do you? Or something magical. They have curved swords, which is kinda cool. But they also are somewhat mages. I don't know how this works, vomiting out these pursuers, let's call them that. Really. I need more hyper armor. It's like they're... how they cast the spell is kinda looking weird. They like drag it out of their mouth or something. Ooh, lots and lots of drops here. But yeah, if we have a look here, like all these buildings, no access. Even if we have a look from this side there, you see no door to these buildings. So this is kind of immersion breaking. And then there's no path down there. Like, why is there no path down there? It's kind of weird. I mean, I feel like they could have done a better job with that, with city building. I mean, you can still maintain a very similar experience, but with a few more side paths that lead to dead ends, where you just can put an item down or something. Would enhance this area, in my opinion, just a bit. The enemies are interesting, and the visuals indeed are as well. I like the lighting here with the big as moon. It's just very fun to look at. And they're playing to their strengths, because if you remember, like, Dark Souls has fairly decent mood lighting in certain areas, not in all. Some are bland, but this one is probably one of the better mood lightings in this game, at least. Some more citizens of the city, I guess. And then we also have these witches over there with this flaming staff, which is a pretty cool weapon. And I really would like to have this spell over there. Not this one's lame. I want the one, this one. Such an awesome spell. I would like to have that one. Whoops. Whoops. Because that happens, that's just too fun. Imagine in PvP, if you ambush people, then you can at least once let them... well, I guess you can chain that then in PvP. If you can participate there or anticipate their healing afterwards. That would be nice. Sadly, we don't have that one. But right, maybe I should use some spells, because I once again have the same casting tool, just because this one is fairly unique in that it can cast miracles and pyromancies, so that I can make a mix out of them. And it's amazing that you can buff this weapon. Makes it extremely powerful. Actually, this move is actually pretty cool as well, the one that we got from their weapon. You want to be quick, because if you're not quick, then the other two will get in your way and will follow you. So you want to quickly run around and kill this witch over here. What I like is that we can see other areas that we can access later. Especially at the beginning, you could see underneath the bridge, and at some point we will walk underneath the bridge. And also at this point, we can see almost the ending. This building is our goal for today. This big ass cathedral thing. That sadly is also very empty, but at least you can, in this building you can walk on the top as well. I still would like some more decor. Or maybe not, it's a church, right? Or a theater. Maybe there shouldn't be that much decor. I like the ones with the shield because they're playing more passive. They're not as aggressive, and you can punish their blocking attempts very well, just with a regular kick. I guess they've placed this crystal lizard here so that there is the chance that it runs over here. Because if you have a look over here, there's nothing really, right? You have this one enemy down there, and then you have this screaming what's it called? Evangelist down there. And it makes noises. Quite a bit. Well, quite a few noises. If we go back... I don't want to go back. No. Maybe the crystal lizard will run against this wall and you hit it accidentally. And you will unveil not only a hidden path, but a hidden path that is a staircase. That wasn't there before. I think that's the only hidden path where you unveil the actual path and not just get rid of a wall. Very special one. If there's another one, then oh well. But I'm pretty sure that this one is fairly unique. So these sounds are very annoying. Let's get rid of her. Oh, goodbye. And she drops Doris's, what's it called? Very good spell, by the way. Gnawing. Doris Gnawing. Miracle of Doris, the deranged evangelist. Yeah, sounded very deranged. Summons great insect swarm to feast on foes. Those who linger too long in the brink of the deep will often slip. Doris is sure to have wallowed in the darkness, intoxicated by its peril. Yeah, that's why she's deranged. So what I kind of wish they did here is place a ladder up there. Like I would like to see a ladder here or somewhere on this wall so that we can climb back up, because now we're here. I know we can open this door, but now we have to walk back around again. Because we're here, by the way, at the bonfire over there. So we have to backtrack for this one, which is not good. Backtracking in general is, in my opinion, only good if you get a new experience. And with new experience, I don't mean you get an extra item. I mean maybe different enemies, stronger enemies, whatever. Some kind of change. Like, I have no problem going through the same level again if there's some difference to it. Maybe all of a sudden, like, just an example, nothing to do with this game, but we go through Irithyll, and then at some point, because the world got corrupted, we go through corrupted Irithyll with groves everywhere, or corruption everywhere, however it looks like, and new enemies, right? Or maybe these enemies just corrupted with different attacks and something like this, right? So you want to have backtracking with meaning, and not just backtracking to prolong the lifetime of the game, or prolong the game in general, to let it seem longer than it actually is. So we now have this walkway to the cathedral, and we can already see the big fog wall, that's what it's called, right? But we can't quite exit. My god, what's going on right now? We can't get there. Let's just use different words. But now we have two paths all of the sudden. If you upgrade materials, I guess. Go forward or go to the side. I decide to go forward into this ambush almost, because we have all of a sudden two witches. Oops. Oh, let me please hit the witch, thank you. And it's kinda... Oh, come on, stop looking. I usually like to play like this, even if I log on. Due to the settings, I'm able to manually aim my attacks, even if I'm logged on. But I'm kind of out of shape. This is why I'm sometimes like enemies in front of me. I still do this. I need to relearn things. So here we have an item, and what seemingly should be a easy way up there is all of a sudden not that easy, because for some reason they've built this memorial, I guess, and then the actual entrance to the cathedral, or maybe the back entrance. This one has two doors, right? One over here and one on the other side as well. Two big doors, I should say. I guess this one is bigger. So this one is the main entrance or something. But, well, the staircases are to the sides. So let's go to the sides. This is kind of weird that we have a staircase leading to a wall. Oh, this is not a wall. Just for this ring. Like, really? Okay, and then you have this area to a balcony that is not even hanging over. Like, if you have a balcony, you want to have it go in this direction a bit more, right? Usually. But nope, it's just a straight as wall. With a big enough gap that you can hurt yourself over here, by the way. Let's jump down, let's see what's down here. Nothing. So why does this area exist? It exists so that you can look up there and see this item and go around and, I guess, get rid of the wall. So that you're a bit more attentive, or it rewards you for being more attentive. I mean, it's a fairly detailed city, right? Let's have a look at the statues after I've gotten rid of this one. Oh. Because over here, we have a lot of these squire statues. I mean, why squire, right? I mean, I think it's kind of obvious, or not obvious, but it's kind of close, or it's because of the doll. That's what I meant to say. Small doll depicting a young squire, dude with sword, similar to these statues. Just this one, I think, has this half halo behind him. Probably depicting like the moon that we can't see right now, but it's like also a crescent moon. So we have a lot of these squires over here, and we have these statues that look kind of weird, like these bent over dudes with a flame in their hand. They're holding a flame, a chalice-like thing, not really a chalice, but something that holds a flame. But it's kind of weird how they are hunched over, right? Maybe offering something to someone, seeming more humble. Do we have any other statues here? We have... oh, this one. This one has a staff. But I think it's the same pose. Yeah, it's I'm not mistaking, this the same pose. They just added a staff and removed the fire thing. Maybe it's not the same one, but it looks fairly close. And we also on the outside we have these probably leaning women praying. I mean, you can see how hard they pray by how low they are to the ground. Which is kind of weird. Do these ornaments depict anything? Nope. Do we have any interesting things on this? Not really. Then on the walls also nothing. But we have these pedestals, I call that, where you can technically place something. Would be nice to see some candles here. Be really nice. What I find kind of weird is that the light, or I guess the soul emits that light, or this item emits that much light, but it's kind of weird how it glitches through here. Like, it's not being cast on this wall part, but it's being cast on the ground. So, here we have a gate to the boss arena, but it does not open from this side. And I guess it's a bit more believable than other doors, but I still can stick my hand through there. It's not that tight. Kinda weird. Here we have a cathedral. And then over here we have a church. Of another person, but church nonetheless. So, if I've done everything right, Henry should stand right in here. And there she is. Light the bonfire, talk to her. Hello.
Oh, I thought it might be you. Good to see you. I never managed to find Horace.
Unfortunate.
But my duty must be done, even alone. As an unkindled Lord Seeker. For the children I knew, bless their souls. We all have our reasons, don't we? Please, take this. Recompense for my foolish request. And also a token of protection. May the flames guide your way.
Ring of the Evil Eye.
Ah, you are brave indeed, to face your duty alone. I would do well to learn from you. May the flames guide your way. Ah, I would make.
Okay. Ring of the Evil Eye. Why do you have that? Let's read the item description. This ring captured the foul spirit of an evil eye, a creature that ravaged Astora. Interesting. Absorb HP from each defeated foe. The horrid spirit nearly destroyed Astora, but was eventually defeated by the sword of the most noble. Okay. I guess someone defeated a spirit and put it into a ring. What do we have here? Dead person. Proof of a Concord kept. Linking this place to another... to the Blue Sentinels. Covenant, that's what I meant. Blood-drained shrunken ear. Souvenir taken for subduing... subduing the guilty. The knights called the Blades of the Dark Moon punish the guilt-soaked offenders of the gods and take this as a proof of their conquest. The earless corpses of the guilty will be left behind as a warning to others. Warming. Sure. Inspiring both fear and respect for the gods. Such is the eternal mandate of the Dark Sun. Gwendolyn, of course. And we have more statues over here and a special statue in this corner. Let's see. Oh, I can be one too. It's kind of unfortunate how these red glowing effects still persist even if I turn into an object. But I guess the lighting is wrong as well. So now we come to a fairly pointless area. Up to this point at least. So we have this empty tower. I guess once there was a ladder here. And like more wood on top. But it looks kind of strange. Because all of these buildings are made out of stone. Like they have stone pillars on their corners and stuff, like. And all of a sudden we start using wood. We have a wooden beam here, wooden beams up there. It doesn't really fit to this tower part in my opinion. And it would benefit a staircase. Maybe a broken down staircase, but a staircase nonetheless. But oh well. Let's keep going. What do we have here? Rostov Knights. Is this a... Is this even a... Yeah, that's over here, right. Rostov Knights. Online play item. The Rostov Knights of the Dark Moon, who have served since the Age of the Royals, used to discover the names of Dark Moon Knights, an order of elite knights shrouded in shadows. I guess this is some sort of scoreboard or something. I find this kind of lame, but oh well. Then we have a graveyard here. And in order for this graveyard to be of importance, I guess it's still important like that, but here we have a grave. And this dude praying to it. Oh, stop that. Let's see, homeward bones, okay. And a bone shard. I guess some grave of an important figure to this dude. To this creature, I should say. But yeah, right now nothing happens here, right? Oh. Let me quickly go back and go back to the beginning. Not that far. It doesn't matter. These bonfires are close to each other anyways. Yeah, here. Yeah. I don't think the dog will come right now. I think the time is over, but here we have a summon sign all of the sudden. And I'm not online, and it says touch the sign requesting cooperation, okay. Who's Sirius? Sirius wants to... wants some help. Sirius of the Sunless Realms. Very long name. She's fighting someone. I can't see who she's fighting right now. Ooh. This person... Ooh, it's Creighton. The sad thing about Sirius is that she deals no damage.
Thank you for your kind assistance.
Holy shit, that's loud.
Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Holy shit, that was loud. Creighton the Wanderer is also in this game, and he's dead. Like he was in Dark Souls 2. They didn't bring Pate over, but I guess Pate was Dark Souls 2's version of Patches? Could that be correct? No dog this time, unfortunate or fortunate. Oh, we've dodged that bullet, didn't we? Amazing. No more beast dog. I wonder what this one would have dropped. But yeah, we will see him soon enough. Now if we travel back to the Church of Yorshka. Well, I guess it was good to take the other bonfire, because that was closer. The weird thing about Sirius is, by the way, like, I'm telling you she's dealing no damage, but, like, she has the best talisman in the game, and she has Dark Moon Blade, which is a pretty strong buff. She didn't use it this time, she used her heal over time, but, and she still deals no damage. So Anri's gone. That's fine, that's actually good. And now we go into this graveyard and get rid of some dudes over here. And go to this place once again. Oh, we're getting invaded. You again, eh? Oh, he do be angry. Goodbye. Oh. At least he's dropping no, he's not dropping an item like that. He's directly gifting me his weapon. Which is a pretty good one, by the way. Extremely strong weapon. Like, look at the scaling already, or look at the damage already. It's not upgraded. It's insane. And you can buff it too if you're not infusing it to a or with an element. Come on. Using this move to block and to gain hype armor, because this blocks. Like if you're holding your sword like this in front of you, it blocks. Which is pretty useful. Not 100%, but 80% is pretty good. Like 80% physical. I guess now we are going into a wine cellar or something. Which is weird that you have your wine cellar as a... Or maybe it's not a wine cellar, but it kind of looks like a wine cellar to me. And I wanted to take out my lantern. Here we have a lot of these spooky dudes with the smoky heads. Very weird design. Strange thing is they deal an awful lot of damage for their small size and like for their looks. They don't look very powerful, but they are. I wonder if they should, if they're supposed to resemble some kind of humanity. Like, not literal humanity, but something similar. Because their heads look like it, right? They kind of look like smoking humanity sprites. But that's not the only time that we see something like this. In the second DLC we will also see an enemy type that looks... that at least has the smoky head part. The rest looks totally different, but at least the smoky head part is the same. I mean, don't tell me that it's not a wine cellar. We have all these big barrels over here. Whoa, what was that? That was a strange camera angle. Some shriving stones, yeah, that's what they're called. Shriving. Not thriving stone or something else. So if we drop down here, we can see this very weirdly colored chest with Yorshka's spear in it. Let's see who this, what this spear can do, and what's the lore behind this. This treasure gifted to the Yorshka church is enchanted by a soporific spell? Don't know what that means. Soporific spell. I don't know how to pronounce that. Holy shit. And was surreptitiously worshipped by Irithyll slaves. I guess these are the slaves then. As a weapon, it is part spear and part hammer. The former allowing thrusting and the latter allowing striking. You don't say. It has the skill Pacify, which temporarily wears down enemies' FP when you strike them. So you can activate it's like a buff, you buff your spear and then you poke enemy and they lose FP. Not very useful. But yeah, two words that I don't know. Sporific and surreptitiously. That's even how you pronounce it. So I don't think... Maybe there's something up there. Maybe there is not. Let's see, is there an item? Honestly, I don't care. There's an item down here, though. Or is there? No, there's not. Never mind. Haven't said anything. And now we're all of a sudden on the bridge again, isn't it? I like this kind of connectivity. I mean, it's not really connected, because you can't get up there, but it's revisiting areas, which I really like about this area. It's pretty cool how it, like, how your path through the city snakes around through the city itself. But I feel like the enemy variety, not variety, variety is a bit off here. They tend to leave a lot of same enemy clusters here and there, which is unfortunate. What I mean by that, right at this point we have a lot of these sprites, then there are places where you have a lot of these Pontiff Knights, and maybe a few witches there. Then in the lake we have a special enemy type, and so on. Like, there are a lot of clusters. Sure, there are also... Where's this one? Where are you? Oh. It's kind of strange how they didn't outright attack me there. Oh, wrong one. Oh boy, we have the twinkling sound here. I wonder what's behind there. Such a weird design. Like, I'm not a fan of these illusory walls, to be honest. I don't like that concept. At least not in nonsensical spots like these. This also looks kind of weird here. Maybe there was supposed to be a path here. Because if you have a look at this wall at an angle, you can see something here. Interesting. And then we have these weird enemies, which I really like the design, but I also don't. Because the idea is very cool, but the way they created them, or not created them, but like the hair glitches out, looks not very intentional sometimes. All of their body parts, like their individual limbs and such, look very, very like they're just one plane. Like they're a piece of paper, there's no texture on them, it's just flat. And I guess later, in a short time, we will see that better. But now it's time for our next encounter. Oh, I thought it would jump down the bridge. Would have been kind of cool. But yeah, you really want to fight this beast on the bridge and not here. Because here you're getting slowed down by the water. Kind of weird design. Reminds me a little bit of the Gaping Dragon. Just a tiny bit. Just the gaping part. Not the rest. Kind of cool. I like the design, but I'm not really sure what's the deal with the split stomach. Feels kind of weird. But yeah, let's have a better look at these weird creatures. Not right here. At this one. Because their design is very strange. Like, look at the hair. Look at how the hair flows. It's very, like, in patches, because these are, I guess, they're different bones of the hair. If they have bones in this, on the model, probably, right? Can you please stand up? Let me block. Look how the hair glitches through the forehead. This is something that I don't really like. And all of their limbs look extremely flat, like especially the ones in between, like the short ones. I feel like they could have made this design a bit better. I mean, it looks extremely creepy. And it's a pretty cool design, but I mean, especially the hair feels stupid. By glitching through the whole body, And then this, like, the head is just a flat piece of flesh, I guess. Which is also kind of weird. Like, how is this thing supposed to hurt me? Honestly, like, the limbs are way too small. I guess it can poke me with the ribcage part. But, I mean, it looks disgusting and unnatural and stuff like that, but honestly, I don't think that thing would have been a big threat in real life. Like, imagine this abomination would exist in real life, then I don't feel like that these would offer a great threat. Honestly, they don't look like this. Oh, they can spit poison. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's the dangerous part. And it definitely can inflict damage with the limbs, right? It can poke you, it can slap you and stuff. But the pokes are probably not that deep. Like, you would survive everything. And you could probably easily kill it. Like, the limbs looked very, very slim. And I don't know if you remember, but last time we've seen, like, from the, what's it called? Smoldering Lake, that's what it's called. We've seen this place over there. Like, we've seen this bridge, we've seen this building and this part of the building. And we're basically, right now, standing on top of the Smoldering Lake. It's underneath us. A bit deeper down, but it's still underneath us. And I don't like that there is nothing to prevent us from falling down here. It kind of looks like a dam, doesn't it? Is it supposed to be a dam? Let's see, is there water coming through? Nope, it's not a dam. It does, I mean, it does look like a dam, but it's not. Fair warning now. It is tempting to keep going that path, but don't do it, otherwise Grey Rat might just die. He will die. So we want to continue in this direction. Let's see, can we talk to Grey Rat by right now? Or can we only do this after killing Pontiff, I wonder? Let's test it out, shall we? And if he dies, so be it, I don't care. Well, by sending him... Oh, there's Sirius. Let's talk to her, right? I forgot about that. We helped her, now she thanks us.
I have not thanked you for your generous rescue. My sworn
Oops.
enemies. Fearsome invaders, to say the least.
How unfortunate.
I would not have made it alone. You have my deepest gratitude.
I guess she was talking about the Rosaria's fingers. She gifts us a blessed mail breaker. Wow. Why not a like, she isn't even using, she's using the S-stock, right? So the mail breaker kind of feels random. Silver cat ring is nice though.
If you require help on your travels, I offer you my sign. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
But you are useless.
If you require...
I say it how it is, but you deal no damage. At least she is healing miracles, that's the good thing.
Oh, hello. Fine work, I say. If the tales are true,
for fuck's sake.
it is home to old moon-worshipping nobles, and should be packed with treasure. What do you think? Shall I go and see what I can find?
Man, this feels like Elden Ring all over again. If you remember, Elden Ring, when it came out, the first patch, or like the release patch, so to speak, if you were talking to NPCs, it would skip some of their dialogue. I think when you're on PC and using a controller, then it skips dialogue. Or it skipped dialogue. Luckily no longer, but I remember that.
A fine choice. I am Grey Rat the Thief. What I bring back will be worthy of that name.
But don't get me wrong, I was skipping...
Goodbye. do stay.
I was skipping one of his lines and one of Sirius's lines as well. I wanted to quicken their speech just a tiny bit so that it would start the next sentence a bit earlier, but I'm tired right now and my reflexes are very slow right now, apparently. Don't go down that way, not even to the next bonfire. Don't do it. Don't kill Alvar. Don't kill the invader, I mean. Who is Alvar? But yeah, now from this beautiful river, let's go into the sewers. I wonder where this river even goes, like... or... lake river. I mean, it's flowing into the wall. I kinda wish there was a waterfall down here. But no, it leads into the sewer system. Oh, that's disgusting. And what do we find down here? Right, more of these... the ring rejects or something. Dung pies. Yummy. It has the word pie in it, so it must be tasty. Because you know, pies are tasty. More shit. Oh, I love picking up shit. That's the most natural thing one can do, right? Picking up literal shit. Or turds, as some people say. Why would you pick that shit up? Like, why? Ooh, more shit over here. Excrement covered ash. Like, why would I pick that shit up? Like, why would I pick up someone's, I guess it's a body part, like it's a hand or something, right? But why would I pick up someone's hand that is covered in shit? And it's probably not even their own shit. Wow. And this is, like, this is a sewer system. Why is the sewer system connected to a kitchen? Is this where they get their fresh water from? To bake things. To bake pies. I guess you're baking pies with milk. To bake their crepes or whatever you can also bake with, like the bread. Ugh. Ugh, that's the first thing that I thought about right now, like... I can't even speak English right now, holy shit. But at least my nose is free now again. But yeah, like... who the fuck? I'm not drinking that soup. I know where he got his water from. Wakey wakey. Ah, stop snoring, I hate snoring. Wakey wakey.
Oh, excuse me, I must have dozed off.
You see these two baskets?
It's rather warm in here.
He was eating bread.
Well, hasn't it been all too long? It's good to see you. Oh, I seem to have missed my chance, so I, Siegwart of Katarina, offer my deepest gratitude. And a little surprise to go with it. It's all yours.
Nice.
I know. Won't you join me for dinner?
No.
I make a fine Esther soup.
No.
I've got some stewing right now.
No.
Even we undead deserve a little normalcy from time to time.
I'm good.
And finally, upon this rendezvous, let us make a toast.
No, I don't want that either.
To your valor, my sword, and our sworn duties. Long may the sun shine.
Don't drink that. Don't. No. Oh. Like, this is now headcanon for me. That he used the sewer water for his soup. Let that sink in. And you know, these two baskets, I bet there was something to eat inside of them. And it was made with sewer water as well. Let that sink in.
Have you heard? Somewhere, hidden right here in Irithyll, is a deep dungeon. And even below that, the profaned capital, home of Yorm, the reclusive giant lord. That reminds me, I've a grave promise to keep. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid I've cast a cloud over things. Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap.
You just...
The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
So first he ate 2 literal toasts. Or bread, I should say. Or something. It looks like a bread basket to me. Or maybe not. Made with not so great water. Then he fell asleep. We come to him. He gives us more as the soup made with sewer water. Now he sleeps again. But yeah, this is kind of... Don't go down there. Like, let's talk a bit about this quest design, because... Like, it's leading... Like... Grey Rat can die here. Right? You send him to plunder. And there are 2 things, I think. He can be saved by either Sigurd or by Patches. If Sigurd isn't here because you never found him in the world, if he's not here, right? If Sigurd is not here for some reason, then you can talk to Patches. And I guess I'm going to do that. Might just do that. Yeah, let's play to the next bonfire, then go back before we fight Pontiff Sullivan, talk to Patches and come back. But still, don't go down into the dungeon. Don't do that. So, and I guess now we know where this kitchen leads to. It leads to this building. A very, very empty building. I guess it's some kind of art gallery or something. We'll have a look at this building soon enough, but I need to make sure that we kill these Silver Knights. No, you don't do that. Ouch. Ooh, that stings. You will feel that in the morning. What a grave injury. What I really don't like about the AI in these games is that they still keep shooting you even though there's a wall in between you and them. Like they're not even trying to hit you, they're just I just shoot at his direction. I know exactly where he is behind this wall, and I'm going to show him that, even though I'm not going to hit him. And yeah, these vases store ice. I guess they use these as cooling. That's the only reason. It's the only good explanation, I feel like. But a kind of weird art gallery they have here. They have all these ice storages. As you can see, there's ice inside. So they must store it here. And we have these weird ass chairs here. So they can not really look out of the window. But down there's an art gallery, and here we have a bunch of weird chests. We have the Leo ring. I wouldn't put chests in front of windows, that kind of looks weird. Then we have smokes. Great time. I'm not reading these item descriptions now, I'm tired. Sorry. Okay, pointless, round, like way down there, but let's have a look at the art. We have something. Oh no, binoculars are again one of these things. So what do we have here? We have a lot of buildings with towers. Maybe Anno Londo, but maybe something else. Okay. And then we have a throne. Which one though? It kinda reminds me of the throne in Dark Souls 2, like the fire DLC. Kinda reminds me of that. That's probably not the same one. Then we have Nashandra. Over here we have the Duke's Archives. Over here we have Liam Lois. Or a more frozen Irithyll. I like these paintings. And of course, what's her name again? Forgot about that. It's not supposed to be Anna Londo though. This is the hardest painting to decipher, I feel like. Looks like a more exaggerated version of Anna Londo, to be honest. So what do we have here? Nothing. I wonder why this art gallery. I'm calling this an art gallery, but because what else is this? Like we have this, like it's a very empty room. We have just a few paintings, not even that much, but it's like a museum or something. So and it is connected. The weird art gallery is connected to a kitchen with a direct access to sewage water. Isn't that nice? With literal shit demons inside. Or shit centipedes. More of these frigid dogs and a new enemy type. Not really a new enemy type. We have these slaves, but these can cast a small and stinging spell. Ooh. And they're really bombarding one here. This dog is special. This one has ice particles around him. So it must be special. I always kind of find it weird that in video games, if you have an ice area, many enemies have ice attacks. I find that weird. Instead of having fire attacks or somehow adjusted to the cold weather with some sort of fire, many of them use ice. Like these dogs, for example. Like, why don't they just have more fur instead of like this ice breath, like this one, or ice aura around them? Kind of weird. I mean, it makes sense for some enemies, right? The enemies that use magic are maybe probably more attuned. I mean, that you could argue both sides, right? If an enemy uses magic in an ice area, that you can say they're more attuned to the ice magic or the ice nature around them, right? And so their ice spells are stronger. But you can also argue the opposite, right? They're in this ice world, so they're using fire to compensate for that. But it's kind of weird to see a wildlife that is like adapted this ice by harnessing the power of the ice instead of combating the frost. Another weird storage room and maybe art gallery. But with... or maybe it's just a storage room. Because there's not really that much art in here. Oh, excuse me, don't do that. That's unpolite. That's what I meant. Don't do that. Like, this feels like, honestly, this feels like Dark Souls 2 clutter placement again. Like, what do we put into this room? Just put something in it. Just to fill it up. Like with barrels and baskets and stuff. It doesn't really fit into this architecture. And while I like that we have these stone, or this stone that is very cold looking from the outside, with the shine on it, I like that. Like, if we have a look at this stone here, like it's, or if we have a look at the city in general, it looks very shiny, right, from the outside. But I kind of wish we had like a wooden interior design, because it still looks kind of cold here, right? And inside you probably want to have it warm, and wood just feels like, the look of wood feels warmer than the look of stone most of the time. Probably not when the stone is like brownish, like a warm color, then it's not necessarily the case, but still, wood feels, in my opinion, always a bit warmer than stone. But yeah, we're almost at the end. We're almost at the end here. We have a bunch of summon signs here, so this boss must be difficult, right? Excuse me. But I wanted to do something before that. Let me just quickly open this shortcut. Sadly, I really don't get this. They have passages where they have like bonfire after bonfire after bonfire. Right, one in the boss arena of Skeleton Lord, Volnir, then one at the start. Excuse me, one at the start of Irithyll, and then one after the bridge, directly. Like, so many bonfires at one spot. I know what they're doing. Like, they put a bonfire in the middle of a level, which makes sense, and they always put a bonfire at the beginning of a level, which also kind of makes sense, and they always put a bonfire, well, not always, like, the next one breaks this, because after Pont of Sullivan we have this bonfire in Sullivan's Arena, which they always do, but then the next area, past this, they didn't, but technically it's the Irithyll, so yeah, you can see it both ways, really. But it's kind of weird. I mean, the placement of bonfires has a, like, there's a logic behind it. But if you follow this logic, it ultimately makes it weird. Because I don't really want to have like 3 bonfires at a spot. So Grey Red is gone, and I don't want to go down here. I want to go, well, first of all, maybe talk to her for a bit.
Speak thy desire, honorable Lord of Hollows.
Yeah. Oh, Boreal Divine Tome. A Boreal Divine Tome of Londor. First spoken by Liliane of the Sable Church. This is a forbidden tome, as it offers salvation to all hollows, and conversely curses all things living. Okay, let's buy this.
Till we meet again, may the dark sigil guide thee.
At least she's no longer like, kill him, do it now. But sadly enough, we can't really get these tomes to work, because we can't enter Irithyll dungeon quite yet, otherwise we kill Grey Red, and I wanted to talk to Patches. This episode is a mess already. But it's going to be that way sometimes.
Oh, hello again. Welcome to Patch's Boutique of Wonders. Can't resist it, can you? My sumptuous selection. We're just a couple of outcasts. Let's make the best of it. Wait.
Hmm.
Can't find. Wait. Oh,
Oh, okay.
can't find anything. Wait,
I thought he would offer like dialogue about Grey Rat, but maybe that's already too late or too early, I don't know. It's a bit difficult to keep track of everything here. Let's go back to the Charge of Yoshka because we unlocked the shortcut. And then let's... The 2 or 3 NPCs fight the boss, I guess. I think I can't summon the third one because I can't activate the dried fingers, maybe? Is that the case? We'll see. I'm definitely getting the 2 that have a more active story in the game. Because while there is Gotthard, I think his name is, I was locked onto them. I'm going to talk about that soon enough. Rid of them. So, here we have the Londor Pale Shade, who of course is our ally now, because we allied with Yuria and Yoel. Then Gotthard only exists as a phantom for us right now. He's no person that we can talk to, and then we of course have Anri of Astora. So let's summon her. Let's see if I can summon this one as well. Or if I need to use the dried fingers, I can't remember. Oh no, yes, it goes away. I'm pretty sure I can't use them because I'm not online, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure that, at least it was so in Dark Souls 2, when you use the dried fingers, you activate another summon slot as well. But maybe that's only in Dark Souls 2 the case. Anyways. Kinda strange how this works. Sometimes NPCs can't go through the boss fog because the boss is not active at this moment. Like Pontiff Sullivan is standing there, but he's not active at the moment. His AI didn't engage with my character, and there's also no boss bar, no boss music right now. And so usually NPCs can't enter the arena. They can only enter the arena once the boss fight starts, but this boss fight is a bit different apparently. Here the music starts, but Sullivan is still not aggroed. Let's see where his aggro starts. I just hope these just don't run forward. They should stay a bit behind. Okay, here he starts, like, on the third row. A bit in front of the third row. That's interesting to know. Okay, you two. Have fun. Oh, he's coming. Let's see if they can beat him. I really like that there's no NPCs need to survive mechanic in this game. And no, you need to summon this NPC 3 times and they need to survive. Pretty good that they've gotten rid of that feature. Because if you remember in Dark Souls 2 you had like what's her name? Lucatiel and Benhart that both had a questline where you need to summon them 3 times and where they need to survive the boss fight, which is a bit tiresome. But let's see how they manage. Ooh, no more zippies. And I like that Anri is using charcoal pine bundles. Hey. Hey. I'm just a reporter. Until she's dead as well. No, you take him, don't come to me. Fight him. You can do it. Oh. You might want to use your shield or your dodge roll. Not that early. I feel like they're... Are they supposed to mimic, like, players? The NPCs? Like hardly players, where they... No player would do that. Or some would, probably. Oh, you are almost dead. I wish I could tank that many attacks. Oh well. You have a flaming sword, I have a flaming sword. Okay, fair enough, right? Ooh, second phase now, he's taking, or he's getting wings. Like very strange looking wings. Let's have a look at them while he's cloning himself. Like they're looking like roots of a tree. Just with black mist coming out of them. Oh, the boss music changed. But yeah, this phase is arguably a bit easier, because he mimics what his shadow is doing. Like his shadow is starting, and then he's repeating it. Which makes it a bit more predictable. Oh yeah, time to get rid of him. I wish I could stagger him. Like he could stagger me. I wonder where his face is. Or if it's just... like his face or his head looks very slim. I don't think he's no longer what he once was. Kinda strange. Pretty looking cathedral you have here. Kinda empty though. Like you have all these benches over there. These are not that many benches. Are you really that full of yourself to have like... Is there a door there? This door leads also nowhere. We'll have to look at... we will have a look at this area later on. In the next episode, I guess. And I'm really tired, so I'm ending it here now, folks. So... This was... I mean, we're not really through this area yet, but... I still say this was Irithyll, and I hope you had fun. And I definitely see you in the next episode, and I'm tired. Goodbye.